Alright, here I am out in the shop today. It's Wednesday. I just got home from work a little while ago, got the kids fed, and I had to come out here and rant. Today, while I was at work, I ended up catching a video on Facebook by a guy named Paige Kennedy. Never heard of him before. Looked him up on Google and gave me Wikipedia and IMDb. Apparently he's an actor and a rapper, and oddly enough, I've seen a movie that he was in, SWAT, old movie, been around a while. Don't recall his character in it at all. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm not his target audience, basically, being that he's a rapper. But anyway, so this video he's got, it's called The Shoot. And it starts out, I'll show you some clips from it here. But it starts out, dad and the kid sitting at a dinner table eating dinner. Dad's doing dishes, talking to the kid. Gets done with the dishes. It all starts out normal enough, and then it goes rapidly downhill. Gets done with the dishes. The kid is. Then they show the kid standing in what I'm assuming is a bedroom, and he's holding two guns in his hand. And it sounds like the whole time there's a rap song playing in the background. I'm assuming it's one of his. Talking about how they're going to go film something for the kid. So he tells the kid, bring the toy gun, leave the real one at home. So the kid takes the gun that's in his right hand, which looks like a semi-auto, I can't tell what it is. It's a black gun versus the silver revolver in his other hand, and he just chucks it. So that's one thing that kind of bugged me anyway, that little irresponsible gun handling. Beyond that, so then the video continues, and they go, and apparently they're going to film a fake robbery attempt. The whole thing is shot from the viewpoint of the dad. It looks like he's probably wearing a body camera. And so he goes up, as they're walking up to the ATM, there's a woman standing there, and she looks at him and freaks out and takes off running the other direction. And then they film their fake robbery from the kid's point of view. The kid's the bad guy, he's got the gun, dad's at the ATM. So dad's your robbery victim. From the video, we are led to believe that the woman who ran away called the cops, and then the cops show up. They confront them in what looks like a parking lot, dad and kid. Kid's still got a bandana around his face, or it's on his neck, I don't recall for sure. But he's still holding the silver revolver. And the dad, it's still shooting from dad's point of view, so you see dad's hands come up in front of the camera. You can hear the cops yelling in the background, all along the rap music's playing. Kid drops the gun, he does what the cops are telling him. Drop the gun, get your hands in the air. Kid does everything fine, he's cool. Dad is trying to calm the kid down, who, it's reasonable for a kid to be excited in a situation like that with cops pointing a gun at you. That's normal. So dad's trying to calm him down and is totally ignoring any of the directions that the cops are giving him. So dad eventually, from the camera view, reaches down into his pocket while the cops are pointing a gun at him. And unsurprisingly, cops showing up to an armed robbery, confronting the armed robbers in a parking lot. One of the armed robbers reaches into his pocket. Not surprisingly, the cops shoot him. Okay, so that's the whole gist of this video, and then they show him laying on the ground. They cuff him up while he's bleeding and everything else.
So my son stay calm, won't stay calm. We don't want mistakes or bad breaks. He dropped the gun, it was plastic, so it broke, but he still had that bandana around his throat.
Get down! Shut up! Put your fucking hands on your head! Now! Don't move! Get out!
Just do what they say. It's fine, we haven't done anything wrong. Trying to get their attention, cause I want the guns to rest my way. They've seen this movie before, more than next Friday. No witnesses, so nobody else is getting this. Can't rely on surveillance cams from businesses. But then I remember I got a large following, nervous swallowing. Can't breathe, but gotta gather all the wind that I can. My plan is to Facebook Live this, to document any surprises. That's when I slowly reach down for my phone, and they can hear from my tone that I'm not a threat. I think I thought that alone. Cause as soon as I got my fingers into my pocket, I heard a sound, and I fell to the ground fast as a rocket. And I ain't even feel no pain, my whole body is numb. I'm going blind trying to stare at my son. I told him get back, but it didn't come out clearly. Blood spilling on my mouth.
What bothers me about this whole thing is Paige Kennedy. Like I said, I didn't know who he was prior to today. His Facebook page, he's got over 2.3 million followers, and his YouTube channel has 229,000 some odd followers. So here he is propagating this Black Lives Matter bullshit, that the cops are out shooting unarmed black men, because he says it right in the video. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, he did show a couple of clips of actual news clips talking about shooting the unarmed black men, where it showed the cops shoot Alton Sterling, notably armed, and Philando Castile, who was also armed. We don't know a whole lot about the Castile investigation. That's like been super quiet since about 2 days after the shooting. We haven't heard a whole lot. I don't know anything about it other than he did have a gun on him and the cops shot him. Apparently he had a concealed carry permit, but it also appears that he may have been an armed robbery suspect. So I don't know where that's going. Either way, both of the people that he pointed to as being unarmed black men were both armed. So anyway, that's part of the point. He could have used this opportunity to educate those 2.3 million people that follow him on how to handle a situation like this. I don't know, you're going to go film a fake robbery and there's a person standing there who doesn't know what's going on. Maybe you say, hey, this is my son, we're filming something real quick, it's a fake robbery, don't worry, nothing's wrong. I don't know, maybe you wouldn't have called the cops in the first place had you done something smart like that. Second thing, the cops show up, they're pointing guns at you. I don't know, do what they say, don't reach into your pocket. This is ridiculous. This just furthers all the Black Lives Matter, all the lies, all the hatred, all of that. This is just a waste of a perfect opportunity to help educate people on how to deal with the cops if they're in a situation like this. Instead, cops are the bad guys, and that's where we're at. So